Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're staring down the barrel of something that shouldn't make sense on paper, but somehow, in the metal, it feels like the future. We are looking at the 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe Trailhawk. Now, if you've been following the Jeep world for a while, you know the name Trailhawk usually means mud, rocks, and enough torque to pull a small planet out of orbit. But adding 4xe to that badge, that's where things get interesting. We're talking about a plug-in hybrid that wants to save the planet on your commute during the week and then conquer a mountain range on Saturday. It's a bit like a mountain climber who also happens to be a yoga instructor, tough as nails, but remarkably zen. For 2026, Jeep has given this rig a facelift that really sharpens its personality. And honestly, standing here next to it, the presence is undeniable. It's got this weirdly satisfying mix of I care about my carbon footprint and I will absolutely drive over your mailbox if I have to.
Let's talk about the face first, because that's the first thing you'll notice in the shots I've got for you. If you look closely at that front fascia, Jeep has done some surgery for 2026. The iconic 7-slot grille is still there because, let's be real, it wouldn't be a Jeep without it, but it's been tucked and pulled. It's a bit shorter and more upright, which gives the whole front end a boxier, more aggressive, don't mess with me look. The LED headlamps have been slimmed down too, giving it a high-tech squint that makes the car look like it's constantly focused on the horizon. But the real star of the show on the hood is that matte black decal. Look at the way it stretches across the center. That's not just for street cred. It's there to stop the sun from blinding you when you're crawling up a steep incline. For 2026, they've added this bold red Trailhawk lettering and a matching red stripe that slices through the black. It's a tiny detail, sure, but it adds this splash of personality that says, yeah, I'm a hybrid, but I've still got some fire in me. Speaking of fire, check out the recovery hooks. This is a big aha moment for the Jeep nerds out there. For the last few years, if you saw a 4xe, those hooks were bright surf blue to signal its electric heart. But for 2026, Jeep has gone back to its roots. These hooks are now a vibrant, get-me-out-of-this-ditch red. It's a bold choice because it moves away from the look-at-me, I'm electric branding and leans back into the look-at-me, I'm a Trailhawk vibe. It coordinates perfectly with the new hood graphics and gives the front bumper a much meaner look. When you see this thing coming in your rearview mirror, those red hooks look like little fangs poking out from under the bumper. It's a small cosmetic shift, but it changes the whole energy of the car. It feels less like a science experiment and more like a specialized tool for the wilderness.
Now let's get into the 4xe of it all. Underneath all that white paint and black plastic is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired with 2 electric motors. When they work together, they pump out 375 horsepower and, this is the big one, 470 pound-feet of torque. To put that in perspective, that's more torque than the old V8 models used to have. And because it's electric, that torque is available almost instantly. If you've ever tried to crawl over a wet rock, you know that slow, steady power is your best friend, and this hybrid system delivers that in spades. On the side of the fender, you'll see that little charging port door. You plug it in at night, and you get about 25 miles of pure electric range. That might not sound like a cross-country trip, but think about your daily life. Dropping the kids off? Electric. Grabbing groceries? Electric. Sitting in soul-crushing traffic? Electric. You're saving gas, you're staying quiet, and you're feeling smugly superior to everyone else at the gas station. But what happens when the pavement ends? That's where the Trailhawk hardware earns its keep. You're looking at 18-inch wheels that aren't just there for show. They're wrapped in beefy all-terrain tires that have enough sidewall to handle some serious abuse. This isn't one of those SUVs with giant rims and rubber band tires that pop if you hit a pebble. This is built for the chunky stuff. You've also got the Quadralift air suspension, which can raise the body up to give you 10.9 inches of ground clearance. That's enough to clear most obstacles without breaking a sweat or your oil pan. Plus, you've got a water fording capability of up to 24 inches. Yes, you can literally drive this electric-powered beast through a 2-foot-deep stream without frying the electronics. Jeep has sealed everything up so tight that the shocking jokes don't even apply here.
While I don't have the interior photos pulled up right now, you can take it from me. The 2026 cabin is a nice place to be. It's a weird contrast. On the outside, it's all dirt and red hooks, but on the inside, it's all leather and screens. You've got the Uconnect 5 system, which is honestly one of the best in the business. It's fast, it's intuitive, and it even has off-road pages that show you exactly what your suspension and drivetrain are doing in real time. It's like having a digital spotter right there in the dashboard. There's something deeply satisfying about sitting in a heated, massaging seat while you're halfway up a muddy trail listening to a podcast in total electric science. It's the ultimate glamping experience on wheels. You get the ruggedness you want with the comfort you actually need when you're stuck in a 3-hour commute. So, why should you care about this specific year? Because 2026 feels like the year Jeep finally balanced the scales. In previous years, the 4xE felt like a bit of a compromise for the hardcore off-roaders. But with these styling updates, the boxier grille, the return of the red hooks, and the refined software, it feels like the 4xE has finally graduated. It's no longer the green version of the Grand Cherokee. It's arguably the best version of the Grand Cherokee. It's faster than the gas versions, it's quieter, and it's just as capable. It's a vehicle that doesn't ask you to choose between your love for the outdoors and your desire to be a bit more efficient. It just says, jump in, we're going everywhere.
At the end of the day, the 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe Trailhawk is a statement piece. It's for the person who wants it all: the luxury, the tech, the efficiency, and the ability to disappear into the woods at a moment's notice. It's not cheap, and the hybrid lifestyle does require a bit of a learning curve with the charging, but once you experience that instant electric torque on a trail, it's hard to go back to a standard internal combustion engine. It's fun, it's flashy, and with those new red accents, it looks better than ever. If you're looking for a ride that can do the school run on Monday and the Rubicon Trail on Friday, your search might just end right here. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking out this beast. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.